How you doing, everybody? It's Mike from GetYourRockOut. First interview of the new year, so no pressure there at all. I'm here with JG from Kataklysm in Manchester. How you doing, mate?
How y'all doing? What's up?
How's the tour been going?
Very good, very good. Actually, it's been really one of our best tours so far. Packed every night, and it's been just nothing but craziness and awesomeness. It's great.
It's a pretty extensive European tour. Have you got any cities that you're looking forward to, apart from here, obviously?
Yeah, I mean, it's 37 shows and with only one day off. But we're crazy like that.
But when's the day off?
I think it's in a week from now or so, around Spain. But
around Spain, right? Okay.
But there's a lot of cities I'm looking forward to, going back to being here in the UK again. We just did this whole run with XDO or other band 2 months ago, so it's really exciting to be back here, and we're enjoying all the pubs every day, fish and chips and all this stuff. It's been nice. Tomorrow, Glasgow, Scotland, and then Ireland. But
good for the pubs. Good for the pubs.
Yeah, for sure.
Alright, now your new album, Waiting for the End to Come, out now. How do you feel it's been received since it's come out? It's only been out a couple of months now.
I think we had really good reviews so far. I'm pretty happy. I'm happy myself with the results. I love the record. I think it's a strong record, and all my guys work really hard on it. We all gave 200%. It's been a really good one for us, and I think the fans really appreciate it. It's nice to see it on the tour because we're now starting the tour, and every night people are screaming for new songs, and it's funny because we picked a lot of new songs on this set list, but everybody wants to hear different ones, and we're like, I can't play everything, but it's cool because next time we come around we can do other songs and switch it up a bit. But there's a lot of songs I'm curious to see how they're gonna turn out live. The ones we picked are really working, so next time we come and we switch it around, and it's a nice thing.
Cool. I mean, how do you feel the album fits into the discography so far? Is it too early to tell, or do you think this is one of the best?
I mean, personally, I can say it's one of my favorite. Not because it's the latest one; everybody says that, but I really like it. I think it's the sum of everything we've done over these past 20 years. It's in there plus more. I think we went a little bit outside of our comfort zone on the writing wise, and that's where the magic happened. We try new stuff mixed with our old school influence and elements mixed together, and that's what that was the goal of this new album, and I'm pretty happy about it. I think
you talked about being outside your comfort zone, the writing. This wouldn't have anything to do with a new drummer coming in, would it?
I think it's also a personal goal for us to, every time we do a record, we want it to be different. We don't want to repeat ourselves, and I think it's part of the process of being an artist. You always want to better yourself. You want to, both as a musician but also as a songwriter, it's really important for us to write good songs, and we focus a lot on that. I think it's the journey of an artist. You always try to do your best, also at a certain point in time. So I think everything we've done in the past was our best at that point, and now this is our best now in 2014, and I'm proud of this record.
I mean, it's talking of Canadian music. I mean, whenever I come across a Canadian metal band, there seems to be a certain tenacity, a certain technical efficiency. How important was it to distinguish your sound as the Northern Hyperblast?
I mean, at the beginning it was more like other people that categorized us the way it was, because when we started, our goal was to be the most extreme thing out there. It was really chaotic, and we didn't really have a musical vision to it. We just went full speed ahead, and we were young kids in high school, and we didn't know much about playing our instruments. We were just it was just pure anger. It was more of an emotion, and we had some magazines calling us, "You guys are hyper blasters because it's so fast and crazy." And at the same time, another magazine came out later on and said Northern Hyperblast because we were from the north, from Canada, and it stuck with us for a while.
It's interesting, you sound exactly like Snake from Voivod. He said the same thing. They were trying to break into the thrash metal scene, and because they were from up north, in his words, they were kooky in the woods, northern Canada.
Yeah, we're from the backwoods.
He said that it was like having to fight a bit more to be part of the scene in a way.
It is, because back in those days, coming from Canada was really hard to get noticed. and I think we were really lucky actually to somehow make our small path through all this jungle. But I think it's probably been the same for them, probably even worse because they were like 5-10 years before us, and back in those years, like unless you were, I think, coming from say Sweden or Florida for a metal band, like it was impossible to get noticed.
Or indeed Brazil, why wouldn't you suppose? I mean, you say that, good looking back on it, being Canadian, maybe it was harder to break through, but do you think nowadays, because Canadian metal bands seem to have this, it's like a fine wine in a way?
Yeah, I think it's changing. I think people see the Canadian scene as something really relevant, and there's something for everyone. There's so many different bands and different genres, and they're all, I think we achieved an ethic of professionalism that rivals everybody else. And also, I'd say I think the Canadian scene is very influenced both from the Europeans and from the American scene. So it's somewhat of a hybrid between both scenes, and I think that's what it is. And mixed with the good musicians we have that bring in a lot of technical aspect to the music, and I think this whole mix makes it what it is.
Yeah. I mean, do you follow the Canadian scene, you know, the underground bands coming through? Or
yeah, of course. Like, I mean, I run a little recording studio, and I have a lot of these bands that come and record and stuff. And I follow the scene because of that reason.
This is part one of the tour. Yes. What's in store for part two then?
Yeah, I mean, there's so many places that people want us to play, and we can't do it all at once because it's craziness. We're getting older as well. Like, we can't do like a year on the road straight like we used to. So we're trying to break it down in parts. So we're gonna do like Europe part 1, Europe part 2, like North America part 1, North America part 2, and then some other shows in other places. Like we just did Australia, Japan. We want to go back to Russia. We want to go back to South America, like all those places in the world that we really like. So we're trying to make it in a schedule in a way that works for us, and at the same time we're not killing ourselves, and our wives are not going to divorce us.
Hence the one day off being in Spain, where it's nice and good.
Yes.
All right. What can Manchester expect from the show tonight?
We're going to give 200% like we always do. For us, it's really important to kill everywhere we go, because as musicians, like, I don't really care how many people come to the show anymore. Like, I'm more about like what's important to me is the quality of the concerts we put out, no matter how many people come. And like, I mean, tonight's nice. It's a good audience. It's pretty packed, but we want to deliver our songs on our set, and that's what's important. So that's what people will get, like 200% energy show.
It's a good set. All right, then we'll wrap this up. Do you have a message right into the camera for all our readers at GetYourRockOut?
Yeah, just thank you very much for the never-ending support. It's been years we've been coming through, like year after year, and every time people come and show up, and like you guys are going crazy in front of the stage, buying the merch and supporting us. Like, I think it's unbelievable, and a big thank you to you guys. Without you guys, we wouldn't be able to do what we do, so a big cheers to that. Cheers.
All right, thank you very much, man. Have a good show tonight.
Thank you so much.
Cheers.